Hello, I'm Jashykins, and tonight is very special because tonight I am not only reviewing an episode of an awesome show, I am reviewing the season 4 finale of Fringe, Brave New World Part 2. So, let's get started and just go through the boring stuff first. Remember, I have a blog, jashykins.blogspot.com. I post reviews like these, I have written series, and a bunch of other awesome stuff. I also have a DeviantArt where I have other writings, mostly fiction. I have a ton of poetry there. And finally, I have a fanfiction.net account, jashykins. And, of course, Fringe. Dun dun dun! And here we are, doing this for the second time because the audio quality was so poor. And I'm going to keep on checking it every now and again. Ugh. But anyways, this episode was fucking awesome. This episode made me cry. I hardly cry at anything. Of course, I wasn't crying too hard. When Walter shot Olivia. And I really congratulate Walter for doing this. Just because it took fucking guts. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. Because Walter probably had figured out a little bit ago that Olivia was causing all this, and if she died, then everything would be okie dokie, okay? So he shot her, and it was so sad. I mean, Joshua Jackson did a good job of just falling down, losing his shit. It was really funny. Walter basically has to smack him to get him aware of it. Hey, we got a job to do here. And it turns out Walter had a plan. He could have killed her by shooting her through the heart. But he goes for a headshot. Very good headshot, too, Walter. And he does that because, remember last episode about the mouse brains, the Cortexiphan giving healing abilities? He uses that. But at first I was like, Olivia, is she going to die this time? But she didn't technically die, so me and my fiance, Rev Rosner, had an argument of, does it count? Does he quote-unquote win because he said she was going to die last week? But I kept on saying, well, she didn't state it, but he said, the point is that I'm right. But yeah, that was one of the major things. Plus you find out early on in the episode that Astrid got out A-okay. So I was happy. I was like, yay, my Astrid's back. And I loved Astrid. And what's funny about Walter shooting Olivia, decanted babies, is the fact that Walter shot Olivia and killed her too. It's just like, she's got no real love from either Walter. She's got shot by both. And yet, only Walter's son was able to pierce the fort. Which is a really screwed up, decanted baby's sexual innuendo. Anyways, we find out, that William Bell was behind everything and he was going to destroy the world just to create a new thing. We find out that Jessica's evil. It's like, no fucking shit. But the thing that's really interesting, though, is September brings up in the episode, technology they're using now is too advanced for them, which sort of signals that they're working with observers, or at least someone high up, but it's confirmed at the end of the finale that It's the observers. So we know what we're going to look forward next season. Of course, next season is going to be the final season, 13 episodes. God, decanted babies. Anyways, this was an excellent episode. And the thing is, it's not for newcomers. This is so fucking far in the series that my dad was basically lost. It got so that I was trying to explain complicate things simply, and he was like, Aaron. It's like, dude, I was only trying to explain to you. But the Easy Bake Oven makes a cameo, and Rev Risner was arguing with me that it was last episode was a cameo, and I'm like, no. Last episode was a part. This one was a cameo. And I'm obsessed with that fucking Easy Bake Oven. I don't know, maybe I'll ask for an Easy Bake Oven for my birthday. But yeah, Walter's great. He shows, the confusion he's going through, that he'll probably have to kill a friend. And the fact that he's all in this confusion, yet he still does what is done. And when his son Peter, who was really the strength that was holding him up, starts to fall down, he's like, bitch. God, that was funny. It was serious. I was crying, but I laughed. So yeah, we Brave New World Part 2. My opinion. Gets a 10 out of 10. I don't know. But it was awesome, and I would suggest you watch it. And, oh, I fucking forgot. The glyphs this week spell out purge, which is very fitting because that's what William Bell was doing. Purging. And for the funny picture of the day, it is, I don't get nearly enough credit for managing to not be a violent sociopath. And for me, that is especially true because, well, I can get fucking angry when I want to, or if I don't want to. So, that's been this review of the Fringe episode, Brave New World Part 2. And to repeat, I have a blog, I have a DeviantArt, and I have a fanfiction.net account. So thank you everyone for watching. Some of you probably again, which I really thank you for. So until next video, goodbye.